Hey there fellow adventurers, I am Sunshade and today we're going to talk about bullions, the raid vendors, and what is best for your specific character and class. As always, if you find this guide helpful, subscribe to the channel for more WoW content and tell your friends so that you don't have to carry their sorry butts and low DPS anymore. So the new currency for Season 4 of Dragonflight is called Bullions, and you can gain them every week by killing a raid boss in an Awakened raid on any difficulty from LFR all the way up to Mythic. They don't always drop from the first boss you kill, so you may need to get a couple down to loot your bullion. But there is a catch-up system for those who missed some resets, so if the first week you didn't do the raid, the second reset you will be able to loot 2 bullions. As far as we know from the PTR, the 4 mythic dungeon quests weekly should reward 2 bullions instead of a random raid item, which would be amazing to actually pick what you want, but things may still change until next reset when the mythic dungeon quest is up, so fingers crossed nothing changes or the amount gets reduced or replaced by something else. Moving on to how you actually pick your bullions, there are several ways, but some are better than others. First of all, if you don't really want to go through the whole trouble of dealing with it or spend time optimizing your character, you can simply go to Wowhead or Icy Veins and check a gear guide over there, which will give you the best in-slot options for your class, pick something they recommend, and move on with your gaming adventures. Secondly, the way I prefer to do it is simming. Raidbots.com is a wonderful free tool WoW players have available and something you should use often to continuously improve your character if you want to blast the meters with the best items you can get. I'm not going to go through all of its options and learning how to use it, but you can go to the Raidbot simming guide on my channel and it's all explained over there. So basically, you copy your character info from the game, in the correct talent spec, and with the gear you currently use for what you want to sim, single target or AoE, and then go to the Droptimizer option on the website. Paste in your simcraft string and various sources will appear. Pick the Season 4 raid vendors and choose the options you want to use. You can upgrade all of your equipped gear to its maximum track item level, even if you don't have the crests or flight stones for it yet, so you can make an actual good comparison without wasting any currency. The vendor items will always be bought at 493 item level, so you can also use the Raidbots option to already upgrade them to their maximum possible item level, and you can also add sockets into them, which mostly refers to rings obviously. This way, you will be able to sim for the best choice for your character depending on the gear you already have and checking on your best possible upgrade. Of course, you can simply pick your best in slot items and be done with it, but what if right now you have really good trinkets and a really crappy weapon? You should buy a weapon first and then replace the trinkets one by one later on. Is the Aeronog ring good for your class? Does your class even do fire damage to proc it? Perhaps you need a Shadow Flame patch in order to do that. Do you have trouble staying alive? Perhaps the Diurna ring should be a priority for you then, as a dead DPS does no DPS. Half of the items you can pick from the raid vendors can be amazing for your class, but simming and thinking things through a little bit, you will be able to pick your character's best choices and replacing your worst items with their best available upgrades earlier on. I would also recommend not jumping straight into buying something as soon as you get bullions, unless you have a legendary to get, and run some keys and the Awakened raids first, as you may get the items from there already or a really good upgrade earlier on. The Awakened raids are on a 1-week rotation, and after a couple of weeks they will all be available at the same time. But by that time, you should already have enough bullions to already run with your best in slot everything. Season 4 is a filler season while waiting on the next expansion release, meaning it's mostly a fun way to gear your character higher and easier while re-experiencing the raids, dungeons and world events that Dragonflight had to offer, and not so much for progress, at least not as much as the other seasons, so try to have the best time with it and enjoy it with your guild, communities and friends. And if you need some more help on how to gear in this specific patch, you can check out my gearing guide for Season 4. Thank you very much for watching, and if this guide was of any help to you, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let me know how your experience with this patch is in the comment section below. If you have more WoW related questions, come say hi when I live stream on either Twitch or YouTube, and I'll try to answer them to the best of my abilities. See you in the next one. Bye!